head to Sturgis Volunteer Fire Department to look at how they're preparing the community for heat and fire safety as colder weather moves in. Then you'll get an exclusive look at SEC Nation and Barstool's arrival in Starkville for the upcoming MSU versus Georgia game. And finally, we're going to West Point Animal Shelter to meet Dustin, the kitten that's been there the longest.
Your Take 30 News starts right now.
Welcome to your Take 30 News. I'm Taylor Howard.
And I'm Grace Harvey. A Starkville man will spend the rest of his life in prison for a 2022 shooting. A jury convicted 34-year-old Artie Brown of first-degree murder for killing 32-year-old Dylan Michael outside the Lynx apartment in May of 2022. Michael died at the hospital while investigators say Brown fled to Alabama. He was later caught in Tuscaloosa County and extradited back to Oktibbeha County. Circuit Judge Jay Howard sentenced Brown to life without parole. The trial began earlier this week, emphasizing the severity of the crime. District Attorney Scott Colomb said in a press release that their office ensured Brown was held accountable and brought Michael's family the justice they deserved.
As temperatures drop across Mississippi, local firefighters are reminding residents to stay safe while keeping warm. Anna Beckham spoke with the Sturgis Volunteer Fire Department on how to prevent accidental fires this winter.
Colder across North Mississippi, and with that comes the season of space heaters, fireplaces, and extra blankets. But for Sturgis Volunteer Fire Department, colder weather also means a rise in fire calls.
I would say so. I mean, to me, it's a pretty big deal. Like, you know, it being windy especially, you got to watch out for it. But I guess just not being, like, aware, I guess, that it can spread pretty quick. I mean,
Crews are preparing for an increase in winter calls. According to the national data, at least 64% of fires can be prevented and happen between December and February. Firefighters say that most fires can be prevented with just a simple caution. Volunteer firefighters in a small town like Sturgis respond to these emergencies with limited resources, but plenty of dedication. They encourage residents to check smoke alarms, keep heaters at least 3 feet away for anything that can burn, and never leave a fire unattended.
One friend's house burned down because they left a candle burning. People's lack of knowledge on fire safety.
With the holiday season approaching, the department hopes everyone in Oktibbeha County and Mississippi are staying warm and safe during this winter season. With Take 30 News, I'm Anna Beckham.
For more information about fire prevention, you can go to FEMA.gov.
It's time now for your first look at the weather with Campus Connect meteorologist Mark Kimoto.
Well, it's a pretty nice day outside right now. No real cloud cover, at least over northeastern Mississippi right now. A little bit up towards our north, though. And those nice sunny skies have been making for pretty high temperatures today. We're sitting in the mid to high 70s for most, about 78 degrees right now in Columbus, 76 in Houston, a little bit cooler, 72 up in Pontotoc. And we're going to see these warm temperatures continue at least through tomorrow, although we do have a chance for rain moving through tomorrow as well. And with that, a cold front that'll be bringing down temperatures Sunday and Monday. I'll be tracking out what that will look like and more coming up in my full forecast.
Dallas Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Kneeland died Thursday morning. Team officials issued a statement calling the 24-year-old, quote, a beloved teammate. A statement from Frisco, Texas Police Department said Nyla was found with what appeared to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Police say they found him following a vehicle pursuit. They located the vehicle, which was crashed on southbound Dallas Parkway near Warren Parkway. Nyla played in 7 games this season, collecting 12 tackles and 1 sack. This past Monday, he recovered a blocked punt for a touchdown in the Cowboys' loss to the Arizona Cardinals. Former Mississippi State quarterback.
I heard heavy heart today. I heard from Marshawn. I heard for his family. I heard for his girlfriend. I heard for every single one of my teammates. This is a pain that you don't wish upon anybody. You wish none of us had to go through this. You wish Marshawn didn't have to go through what he went through. And just thankful for each moment we have in this life, and don't take it for granted. And hug and love on those that you do.
If you or one of your loved ones is struggling with mental health, don't hesitate to reach out. You can call one of the numbers below to be connected. Mississippi State also offers counseling services to those in need. Dial the number on the screen for more. We'll be right back.
Imagining the built environment of tomorrow is a collaborative dream at the College of Architecture, Art, and Design at Mississippi State University. Learning is experienced in a studio environment that brings architecture, interior design, and building construction students together to solve 21st century challenges. One of only 2 such programs in the country, MSU's curriculum creates a 360-degree approach and opportunity for learning how to work together in the real world, and encourages creativity and cooperation for resolving tomorrow's issues, such as housing for continued population growth, work and life environments for expanding urban lifestyles, and accommodating industrial and technology shifts. Working together gives students a better understanding of the intersection of design and construction, and allows for the kind of creative thinking and practical application that leads to a better future for all.
This week, Democrat Zohran Mamdani secured his mayoral position, a headline win on a night that broke for Democrats nationwide. Around the country, voters put many other Democrat leaders in power beside the New York City mayor. In New Jersey, Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill was elected as governor. Abigail Spanberger flipped the governor's mansion, securing her own win in Virginia and becoming the state's very first female governor. Here in Mississippi, Democrats have broken a Republican supermajority in the state Senate, claiming victories in 2 Republican-held districts. The results around America served as a referendum on President Trump just 9 months into his return to office and a federal shutdown that shook Washington. Trump dismissed the outcome online, saying he wasn't on the ballot.
The preparation for the game this weekend began early this week. Our reporter Molly Tannehill has more.
Set to make its second appearance on Mississippi State's campus Saturday, and Barstool Sports Show will make its first.
People that you think like Dave Portnoy or Brendan Walker or Tim Tebow with SEC Nation, it's really awesome that you're like, wow, my university is doing this. This makes me feel awesome because this is my home. Like I went here, I love this place.
SEC Nation has arrived here in Starkville, Mississippi as the Mississippi State Bulldogs football team prepares to play number 5 Georgia in less than 24 hours. Multiple events this week have led up to the MSU Bulldogs facing the Georgia Bulldogs, including smashing furniture with the Georgia logo.
Yeah, so I think the event went really well, and I'm super excited that Mississippi State is on the national stage when it comes to our sports.
Barstool hosted Coach Levy on their show to talk about what their experience will be like.
Can you just talk about Starkville real quick and how people that might have preconceived notion about it just need to come down there and see how awesome it is?
Yeah, I think when people get inside our community, they understand in a hurry why it is as special as it is. And for us, it's about the people. There's great passion.
SEC Nation highlights schools around the nation each Saturday. This week, they will kick off their show with the Marty and McGee radio show, followed by a live performance by Hardy. I'm Molly Tannehill with Take 30 News.
It seems like it'll be an exciting weekend here on campus. Students will begin to line up before 8 a.m. and the game will follow at 11.
The West Point Animal Shelter doesn't just have a wide array of puppies and dogs up for adoption, but they also have kittens that are looking for homes year-round. Kristina Baca stopped by the shelter to learn more about Dustin, the kitten who's been there the longest.
Finding a forever home isn't always easy for some of our four-legged friends, especially for the cats that tend to get overlooked. At the West Point Animal Shelter, Dustin has been waiting just a little longer than the rest.
At the West Point Animal Shelter, every cat here is waiting for a second chance. But for some, the wait is longer than others. Meet Dustin, a 3-month-old domestic shorthair who's been at the shelter a little longer than most kittens.
So this is Dustin. He's almost, I think, about 3 months old now. So he is a great little guy. He's the only one left from his litter that hasn't been able to get placed yet. He's very sweet. He's a little bit shy at first, but once you get to kind of know him, he gets used to you. He is very playful.
Foster says Dustin's story is all too common. Some cats, especially black cats, are often overlooked.
There is that little stigma there that, black cats, are a bit unlucky, or, he's just a black cat, so there's not, a whole lot of pretty color there or anything like that. And so people don't really tend to gravitate towards that.
Shelter staff say it's a challenge. Younger cats tend to be adopted quicker, while older cats tend to have to wait longer. This wait causes stress in the cats.
The shelter is going to be like daycare. If you send your kid there, there are germs that exist there, and they're going to pick something up. And it just spreads very rapidly. They get very stressed out.
As shelters across the country struggle with overcrowding, every adoption counts. For cats like Dustin, the hope for a forever home remains strong.
In West Point, reporting for Take 30 News, I'm Kristina Baca. If you'd like to meet Dustin or any of the other cats at West Point Animal Shelter, you can find more information on their website or Facebook page.
Starkville has held the title of Best Small Town in the South by the USA Today for the past 2 years. Events put on by the Starkville Partnership are part of the reason Starkville is so vibrant. We headed out to a local event to learn more about its impact on the community.
Starkville community is a great place to be. And whether you're coming from a large town or a little town, it gets really cozy and at home right here in Starkville.
The Starkville community is brought together in many ways throughout the year.
Events like these bring an entire crowd of people together throughout the community, so we really try hard to reach everyone that we think could benefit from attending this.
The Starkville Partnership makes it a priority to have each event they put on give back to the community in many ways.
The economic impact of this event is super important, so all the tax collected from this event, the revenue goes back to the city of Starkville.
The Holiday Bazaar is currently in its 53rd year. It is just one of the many events held throughout the year by the Starkville Partnership.
You can support businesses locally, and that's what's important in the holiday season.
We have a lot of great vendors that cater to all kinds of people and our entire community.
The Holiday Bazaar has its lot to offer, even its own honey tasting booth.
Oh, my favorite part? Oh goodness, I don't know. Probably spending money and taking things home for myself instead of buying the gifts that I come in here to do.
Events like these allow the Starkville residents to visit with people in the community, while shopping local to kick off the holiday season a little bit early.
Well, it gets you in the Christmas spirit. Meet people here that you don't see on a day-to-day because people's lives are so busy.
With every event, Starkville is growing a little bit more, and so is the community. If you missed the Holiday Bazaar this week, don't worry. The Starkville Partnership is hosting its annual Christmas Open House on November 9th.
After the break, we'll look at your full weather forecast with Campus Connect meteorologist Mark Kimoto.
Discovery. It tells our history and determines our future. At Mississippi State University, we're digging deep, unlocking an understanding of our past, validating it. Middle East exploration by faculty and students is uncovering evidence that unravels ancient mysteries. Scholars have long thought of the biblical kings David and Solomon as mythological figures. Our research offers evidence that supports their existence, boosting MSU into an international league of experts on archaeology. Now we're changing the way people think about the past, opening up new possibilities of understanding for future generations. Digging deeper, learning more.
Mark is here with us to give that full weather forecast.
Mark, tell us a little bit about the weather this weekend and what we can expect next week.
Well, we're going to have some rain coming through this weekend. It shouldn't be too much, but along with that rain is a cold front. They'll be dropping down temperatures into the next week. But for today, it's going to be pretty nice weather. Right now with a live look onto the south side of campus, currently 77 degrees. Pretty clear skies, a couple of scattered clouds out right now. Feels even a little bit warmer than that, 79 right now. On our local clouds and radar, not really too much going on. We do have some showers that are along this cold front that's going to be starting to move into our area over the next couple of hours. But for the past couple of hours, it's been pretty free and clear here in northeastern Mississippi. However, throughout the evening, that cold front line is going to bring with it that chance for some showers moving through throughout the evening hours, and we'll be cooling down a good bit as we get past sunset as well, down into the low 60s overnight tonight. Lows for the rest of our area will be pretty similar, even down into the high 50s farther to the north. 57 in Tupelo, 56 in Fulton, even down into 55 degrees in Coffeyville. For our game day here in Starkville tomorrow, though, against Georgia, we'll be warming up a good bit. Kickoff at 11 a.m., it will be 71 degrees, and we'll be warming up to a high temperature of about 75 by the time we make it to the end of the game. Possible chance for an isolated shower moving through our area during the game, but most likely it will just be kind of cloudy. The sun will start to break through at certain points. But we'll track out what those showers will look like for you. Again, this cold front line will start to move into our area through the overnight hours. It'll bring with it some scattered showers along that line and as well as farther to the south as well. It'll be moving through our area throughout the overnight hours with those continuing scattered showers. By the time we make it to our game time, though, it'll just be some cloud cover. Should not be seeing anything too significant in terms of rainfall, just a couple of scattered showers that start to pop up in our area. Once the game is over and get into the nighttime hours, that other cold front will move through our area, and that's the one that'll be dropping down our temperature significantly as we get into our Sunday. So it'll be pretty free and clear. Some cloud cover for Sunday, no real rain, but those temperatures are going to be much, much colder. Down into the 60s and high 50s for our high temperatures, as opposed to the low temperatures of 50s and 60s that we'll be having for tonight. Once we get into the next week, again, those low temperatures will be very cold, down to a low of 28 between our Monday and Tuesday. But beyond that, we'll be starting to warm up a good bit as we get into the rest of the week.
After this short break, we'll head straight into sports and Mississippi State's conference win against Arkansas. Stay tuned for more.
At Mississippi State University, student-led teams are taking one of the country's biggest health issues to heart. Out to unravel one of science's unsolved mysteries, researchers in MSU's Department of Agriculture and Biological Engineering are asking why and when healthy cells in human arteries can begin changing into bone-like structures that hamper blood flow. This calcification contributes to strokes and heart attacks, two leading causes of death in Mississippi. As part of their groundbreaking research, students are designing a 3D model that allows them to understand how arteries act within the body and what changes them. By recreating what is happening at the cellular level, researchers are pursuing ways to stop and reverse the process of calcification. Testing treatments could lead to new solutions, helping reduce the number of people struggling with the effects of poor heart health, and ultimately saving lives. Mississippi State University, getting to the heart of better health for Mississippians.
Welcome back to Take 30 Sports. We've got a lot to cover, so let's get started because it finally happened. The MSU Bulldogs secured a conference win for the first time since 2023, but it didn't come for free. The Dogs traveled to Fayetteville to face the Arkansas Razorbacks, and they struck quickly. Shapen's pass to Davon Booth, complete, states up a touchdown early. But the Hogs struck back quickly, tie ball game. Arkansas would score 2 field goals and take a 13-7 lead into halftime. Later, first play of the second half, Shapen, deep ball, falls incomplete, but on further inspection, roughing the passer. Levy forced to put the true freshman Kamario Taylor in. First pass, deep pass, touchdown pass. Dogs take the lead 14-3. But the Hogs strike back. That's Taylon Green into the end zone on the quarterback keeper. And then later, it's Mike Washington. Now, Arkansas would go for 2 after this touchdown, and it's a 14-point game. Then things got weird. 2 personal fouls after the touchdown forced Arkansas to kick off from their own 10-yard line. Decent field position on the return for State, you would think, but as you watch the return, there was a late hit out of bounds. Then a flag for targeting, and suddenly State's in the red zone, and Kamario Taylor is in the end zone to make it a 1-score game. After a turnover, Arkansas strikes back quickly. Now, Shapen back in the game, the handoff to Booth, and it's a 1-score game again. Finally, 50 seconds left, 4th down, gotta have it, caught by Evans and taken home to deliver a win for the Bulldogs. Here's what Shapen had to say about his backup, Kamario Taylor's performance.
I mean, we were struggling. He came in, he was able to kind of give us a spark in that situation, and
he's a talented player. We wouldn't have been able to be in that game without him.
Mississippi State is back in action tomorrow morning against the Georgia Bulldogs. The 2025 and 26 NCAA basketball season just began, and MSU's men's and women's squads suited up this week. The women's squad suited up Monday against Davidson, while the men played Wednesday against North Alabama. Both squads struggled in the first half before pulling away in the second. For his part, Josh Hubbard had 27 points and 8 assists on the evening, while Nigerian transfer Favor Nwidozie logged a double-double in her first game as a Bulldog. Now, Nwidozie's second basketball game as a Bulldog just wrapped up a few hours ago, and she had another double-double in an 88-62 win versus Georgia State. You see the players on the field and fans in the stands, but what you don't see are the people who make game day happen. Taylor Howard takes us behind the scenes with the crew that keeps Mississippi State's athletic facilities running year-round.
Before the crowd arrives, the work's already started.
Average fan has no idea what goes on behind the scenes to put on a football game or any sporting event here at Mississippi State.
For Todd Harrington, it's all about preparation and pride.
We'll get here at 4 or 5 o'clock, and it'll be a mad scramble to get everything last minute that has, because there's always, inevitably, there's something that comes up last minute.
Davis Wade's empty now, but over 60,000 fans fill the stadium on Saturdays. And when the crowd's gone, that's when the real work begins.
Every day, Daniel Montgomery helps lead the team that keeps it all in shape.
I started back in spring of 2016 as a student worker and just got in athletics. And I was a male runner for a long time, and because of that I got to know a lot of people, so I would run male throughout the department.
He now manages crews across every venue, from stocking drinks to painting the field and pressure washing.
It's rewarding to see it play out, and hopefully we have a good smooth game with football game days and stuff, and if it does, we know that we did our job well going into it, and that's satisfying.
It's work most people never think about, but everyone benefits from.
At the end of the day, when I lock that door going out, I think I've satisfied what took place that day.
You won't see them on the scoreboard, but without them, there wouldn't be a game.
They've been hard at work all week getting ready for Mississippi State's matchup with Georgia and that fall scrimmage at Dudy Noble. After the break, we'll look at the annual tree light ceremony held in Starkville. Stay with us.
As concern grows over the declining health of the world's oceans, veterinary students at Mississippi State are learning how to rescue and rehabilitate vulnerable marine animals. Through a unique partnership between the College of Veterinary Medicine and the Institute of Marine Mammal Studies in Gulfport, Mississippi, students are experiencing the chance of a lifetime. Real-time research of this fragile ecosystem prepares students for a future in providing care for sick and stranded dolphins, turtles, sea lions, and other marine species. At the same time, MSU's advanced diagnostic technology is helping innovate for solutions while improving treatment and outcomes. Not only are the waters of the Gulf Coast opening new worlds of discovery for Mississippi State veterinary students, they are much safer now, thanks to this game-changing partnership that's improving life for literally hundreds of aquatic animals.
As the temperature starts to drop, Starkville is working to get in the holiday spirit. Our Nyla Blackburn visited Oktibbeha County Heritage Museum to see how they are decking the halls.
Oktibbeha County Heritage Museum prepares its annual Festival of the Trees, and it's for a great cause.
We've raised money to help with upkeep of the building, upkeep of the grounds, as well as changing out the exhibits from time to time. And this is one of our signature fundraisers that we do each year. This is the third time we've done it.
The museum buys the trees, and then different people, organizations, and businesses volunteer to decorate them. The decorated trees are then bid upon, and whoever wins takes the whole tree. Additional viewing will be this Friday and Sunday, where donations will be accepted.
Heartfelt and the creativity. None of these are the same, and they're different than they've been for the last 2 years. So it's amazing how every year people come up with a new theme just wonderful. And this year we've added the smaller trees. Last year we added the wreaths. So now we're trees, 2 sizes, trees and wreaths.
Trees, wreaths, and lights fill the building as citizens settle into the Christmas spirit. This event isn't just about trees, it is a chance for local business owners and council to support their community. The Oktibbeha County Heritage Museum has been open since 1976, collecting key objects that surround this county's history. Take 30 News, I am Nyla Blackburn.
For more information on this event, visit the Oktibbeha Heritage Museum's website. All right, Jake, I know a lot of us are in the holiday season, but we're also still in our football season. Tell us a little bit about what's going on in the Junction, a little bit about the game tomorrow.
Well, yeah, so Barstool in the amphitheater, SEC Nation in the Junction, and in Davis Wade, the Georgia Bulldogs. Hopefully, you know, they're coming off a really tough game against Florida, so maybe we can kind of flip the momentum a little bit. But I will say, I hope Hall Feinbaum doesn't have to, you know, get his rain gear out tomorrow.
Yeah, well, during the game, it should be pretty free and clear, although we do have a chance for showers coming through beforehand a little bit. But during the game, should be pretty nice.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad that I won't have to wear a jacket for the game tomorrow. Maybe a little bit cold, but no rain, right?
How's it looking next
Yes.
week?
So for next week, it is going to be a little bit chillier with that cold front coming through because of the rain. So we'll be getting down into the 40s and 50s for our high temperatures. And even, I believe, Monday into Tuesday night, we might get down into the high 20s. So maybe time for those winter jackets, I think.
Now, that's not Mississippi weather, I don't think.
Well, Mississippi weather is just that it changes very frequently.
Oh, that's true.
So,
That is
in
so
a way.
true. That's true. Oh, you know Dave Portnoy's here.
Yes, he is.
Barstool.
He is. Maybe, you know, weather he's used to from Boston. Anyways.
Well,
I want to meet him.
I do too, and I hope to see you at the game tomorrow, and I hope to see you next week. Thank you.
Thanks for joining us. Goodbye.